New week. Once again. I know I said this last time, but we're on Tuesday now. And yeah. So I am still struggling. Don't know if it's obvious. With fatigue from being a normal person from Friday. So as everyone knows from my last one what I got to Friday. And then Saturday I didn't do much. Oh, I don't even remember. Sunday I spent a lot of the time in bed. And then yesterday being Monday, the 4th, me, my mum, my dad, my sister, my niece all went to my granny's because today on the 5th is my granny's 95th birthday. So, yeah. And I literally painted my face, got dressed, and I was done in. I was like, if it wasn't her birthday and the fact that she wasn't 95 and she wasn't tired all the time, I'd have cancelled. And I kind of wanted to be there with my niece first, like, met her. So yeah, went in. It was all good. My niece was really shy at first because it's a place she's never been, a person she's never met. My granny just don't put her teeth in. So yeah. And at one point, I think even before we ate, I laid on the floor. So no padding underneath, no cushion, nothing. A very thin carpet like that. Yeah. Just like that, like that. But there was too much noise to drift off. And we were waiting on Chippy. And then my niece turns out has an obsession with my grandma's antiques upstairs, the beds upstairs. She's got an obsession with jumping on beds anyway, but what 2-year-old hasn't? And then at one point she was like, Mum said, shall I come up with your Hetty? Because obviously we're not going to let her go upstairs in her. She's like, no, Auntie Polly. Because I'm Auntie Polly for some reason. Don't ask. My sister's always called me Polly or polyester, so it's kind of just stuck. So now my nephew and niece call me Auntie Polly. So I was like, I won't say no to her, but she doesn't see me often because I don't get right to do with her. So I was like, cool, we'll do this. My mum's like, are you going to be alright to do it on your own? Yeah. I worked in a nursery for 9 years. I said, yeah, it'll stop me falling asleep. Are you stable enough? Yes. I mean, my best mate on Monday's leaving me with 2 kids, and she's done even better than I was. Like, I know you found them, I know. So, I went upstairs. One bedroom wasn't bounced. One bed was 2 bounce there. The other one wasn't bouncing off. But then she's like, my granny's got, I didn't even know she got these because we don't tend to go upstairs. She's got like these antique bells. One's got a seahorse, one's like a doll, and then one's like one with a wooden handle. So she was ringing those, and she's got the really actually not quite expensive, but expensive these like China flowers, but she absolutely adores them. She's like, smell Auntie Polly, smell the flowers. Not the pot, the China, whatever. You know. So we did that. There was a ladybird in there, so she was all happy. And there was a little bunny China thing asleep as well. And then we went back downstairs because they had to go and get my nephew from school. So we all left around about the same time. And my sister, even though my niece could walk, my sister was just like, "Who do you want to carry you to the car?" And I was like, still in my granny's house, and everyone else was like near the door. And she's like, my mum was like, "Do you want Nonna to carry it?" Which is Italian for grandma. So obviously my mum's the Italian side. And she looked at me and she went, "No, Auntie Polly." And I'm like, "Yeah." So I carried her to the car. And I love you. I was like, "I'll see you on Wednesday when I bring Toby home from school." She's like, "Okay." But yeah, and then I fell asleep on the way home. Like literally the whole way home. It was like this. I actually started an Instagram post. I was like, I can't finish it. So I got out of the car. I mean, my dad's got child lock on car, so Mum can on there. And she's like, "Are you alright?" Like, "Yep." And I was like, literally, it's like this. So I got out of the car, she's like, "You sure you're alright?" "Yeah." And then I walked up the banking. And my mum's like less than a metre away from me. And my dad goes up to open the front door. And mum's walking behind me. And she called to my dad, "Dad, can you come and watch Olivia?" My dad's like, "Why?" "She's a bit wobbly." And Dad's like, "She's just woken up. She's going to come in here and sit on the sofa until tea time." Which is exactly what I did. It was round about this. Now, in fact, we got home about 2:45, 3 o'clock. Like, because this is my time where I just kind of like try and make it to like 5 to put tea on. Social life of Queens me. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I'll go to my best friend's tomorrow. We're staying there from Wednesday to Monday. I found out because then next week is the week leading up to Easter. So a week on Sunday's Easter Sunday, and we're going to my mum's for a meal. My sister's birthday is the 20th of April, so Easter Sunday is the 17th. So normally my dad sees my sister on the Monday, my mum sees her on the Tuesday. My dad works Tuesdays. So they were all just like talking amongst themselves yesterday. Now bear in mind, I live with my dad. No, sorry, he lives with me. And they were all talking about going to Yorkshire Wildlife Park. I love Yorkshire Wildlife Park. especially since last I've been, I've got new stuff. But apparently it's a tradition that my sister goes like every year for her birthday. So they obviously take her 2 kids, her husband goes. So it comes to tuition, understanding, or whatever you want to call it, that my mum is going, and they've booked it all for the Tuesday. So my mum normally goes and sees my sister on the Tuesday anyway. Also, my dad is going. Now my brother works. My dad took a day off work to go to Yorkshire Wildlife Park with my sister. My sister's in-laws aren't going because they work. My dad took the day off work. Oh yeah. And what about me? Yeah. I'm not invited. So, potentially, my dad's going to see my sister at my mum's on the Sunday when we're all there. Potentially go over on the Monday. And then go out with them on the Tuesday. I'm just like, now, obviously, now I couldn't walk around it, but you can actually hire mobility scooters out for the day to go around. So, but it's just, that's just cemented something for me that I know wearing the sitch I stick, and yeah, I understand it all now. I did a lot of soul searching last night, I mean, it's cool. I'm just here for when it suits people. But eventually it's not going to be suiting people. And I'm going to live my life. Because I've had enough now. But yeah. So it is what it is. I've learned what unconditional love is from other people, and how family is supposed to treat each other from other people. Who I count as family more than actually my own. Yeah. So, the rest of the week, I've got a gala day planned on Friday. But the rest of the week, it's like my sister really, my best mate. So spending time with her and her family. So there'll probably be not a lot. In fact, I'm not even taking this phone. Yeah. Now this will go up on Monday. So we might have an overlap. So, no other hair. I just had a shower and I ain't put a brush through it yet. So, bear with, I've got stuff. It's not COVID, it's my hay fever. So, no, it's not. Yeah. As you can tell, my bedroom. I'm back home. I'm not supposed to be back until tomorrow. Yeah, I started finding it a bit too hard. So beating myself up still. I've been back for the past nearly 6 hours. But yeah. For those that have fibro or struggle with sensory overload, that was my Saturday. There was just too much noise, too loud of too much noise, too much going on, I couldn't compute it all, couldn't. It was just not happening. My dad wasn't home until today. So it was literally a case of, instead of picking me up tomorrow, I'm like literally, yes, I was falling asleep like mid-afternoon on our kitchen table. My friend's house, I'm like, and we always knew it was going to be a test because obviously we're not long been out of COVID. I mean, we're not out of COVID, but out of lockdowns and what have you. So it was always going to be a test, but I don't want to say I failed because I did Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I was always the original plan. My friend asked me if I'd look after her kids while she had her driving lesson. I don't see why not. On Monday. But it was just getting all too much. I was like, I need to go home. So for once, I've actually put myself first. I'm like, what's best for me? But at the same time, I'm just like, and I'm gutted. And it's just another realisation of how life has changed. What has made life change? Just like everything. Like I was working out the other day, not 8 years ago. Well, 8 years ago, this year, my job got terminated. Yeah, 9 years ago. Yeah, 9 years ago, this year, I started with anxiety. Before then, it was like I was looking after obviously other members of staff as well, but I was looking after 20 odd preschoolers or 16 little toddlers. Like that's what I did for a living. So to now sit in a house where there's music going on, where there's an iPad playing or kids talking or something else. And it was all too much. And I was like, this is ridiculous. So yes, I'm trying not to beat myself up about it, but at the same time, I am beating myself up about it because I'm like. And then my friend said to me today, she was like, but Liv, in the last year, because that's my best friend, it's actually my ex's sister. She's like, it's a year since you split up, and there's not even a year yet. She's like, right, so this time last year, you were diagnosed with fibro. I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, August last year, you split up with Simon. I'm like, yep. And she's like, just before Christmas, you split up with Duncan, who I was only with for like a month or so. And then she was like a week ago, 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, you split up with Matt. She's like, you need to give yourself a break. Like, you have had a lot in the last year, in the last 8 months. I know. I mean, it's all stuff, it's irritating because it's all stuff I know. But at the same time, I'm still beating myself up because I'm like, why? Why can't I do? Because if I can't do that, I can't do family events. Or, like, we've got Easter Sunday coming up. Whereas me, my dad, my brother, my sister, brother-in-law, my niece, my nephew, all going to my mum's house. So the way my mum know, obviously, for Easter dinner, because we had a tradition, like an Italian tradition, that every Easter we went down to my nonna's. Then she got 2 Polish, she got put in her home. So my mum got the recipe for the lasagna and what have you, and she's done it, or tried to recreate it, but she don't want to put as much lard as my nonna did it. And obviously during COVID, not been able to do that for 2 years. And in that 2 years, our family was expanded because my niece was born a month before lockdown. So she's never actually done it with us. And my nephew's only 5 in May. So last time he did it, he was like 3. Well, coming up to 3, so doing 2. So, yeah, look at that. But then, that's on the 17th. Yeah, 17th. But then, on the Tuesday, my mum, my dad, my sister, my brother-in-law, my niece, my nephew, are all going to Yorkshire Wildlife Park, which I love. And after some confusion and forgetfulness on my dad's side and what have you, I've been invited. And I've looked into it, and you can hire mobility scooters and everything for the day, so it's yours. You could pick it up from 9:30 in the morning. It's yours for the day. So yeah, but then I'm just like, that's like a week on Tuesday. Is that going to be too much too soon from just doing this week? So that what do I do? Because to hire the scooter, you need to book your ticket beforehand. And now anyone with fibre will know that it ain't that easy. So I'm debating. I honestly don't know what to do. Because I think it's pay for your ticket. Also, you've got, I think it's 20 quid deposit for the scooter. Then you've got your refundable 50 quid. So if I book it and then can't go, that's 40 quid down, Johnny. So I ain't got a clue. I mean, we could get my granny's wheelchair, but then that involves someone pushing me around, and then that person can't enjoy the day as much as they would possibly. And as my dad pointed out before, I'm not the lightest of people. Because before, when I did my leg, when we had my niece's christening, he pushed me in that. Because I came out of hospital the week before the christening. And he was just like, oh, you're much heavier than my girlfriend. So, yeah, I don't know what to do. But I'll leave my mum back in a bit. When did life get so complicated? Before we go. But yeah, That's what's occurring. So I'm like, literally, my throat's like, so I'm going to take some Jacobins in a bit, get into bed, and just chill. And obviously the fatigue's not going to disappear, but at least just get a much needed rest. And yeah, let's see where the week takes us.